The other day, my son was playing with the Wallabot, and I heard a crash, followed by another crash, and then an oops, and then I went and picked up my phone, and look what happened. Sure enough, the lens, or at least the glass on the back where the cameras are, cracked. And I thought, well, I guess I'm replacing my phone, until I saw that they actually sell replacement lenses, so let's try to replace this. I actually purchased this lens kit on Amazon for right around $12. And so what I have in this kit is just everything I need. I have wipes to clean off the lenses. I have the replacement tape strip and glass. I think there's actually 3 of them. Plus it comes with a scraping tool. It comes with the tweezers and even an X-Acto knife. I'm excited to try this out. My first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to heat up around the back glass right over the camera and try to pry it up. I do have a hairdryer here, so let's get started. Before we go much further, if you're new here, my name is Jeff, and this is Jeff Reviews for You. I review a whole lot of products. I specialize in reviewing as seen on TV items. Every once in a while, like today, I do a little bit of a DIY just because I like to. If that aligns with something that you're looking for on the internet, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down in the description for my social media, Instagram and Twitter. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now let's get right back into replacing the glass that covers our camera on the back of our phone. I'm gonna have a clock over here, just keeping it there the entire time. I'm gonna go start to finish, and even though I'm not gonna do like a direct video shot of the whole thing, I'll leave the clock there just so we can see the time that accumulated. So what I'm gonna do now is I've got this hairdryer. I'm gonna put it on high. I'm just trying to heat up the tape or the glue that's underneath this, and I'm gonna use the prying tool to try to get it up. Let's go. I should note that I do have the phone powered off during this process, and I think I'm right about to the point where I put enough heat on there that I'm going to start trying to scrape it up. I have a break right here in this lens, so I'm just going to see what I can do to get in there just to break it away a little more. I'm trying to break it away from the camera lenses just so I don't break them. And every time I chip off a piece, I'm going to end up using my tweezers to get it out of there. But I can see that the tape here is coming up. I might put some more heat on it. Looks like I'm making a little headway. I'm just trying to watch out for this other camera lens, but I'm definitely underneath the sticky tape. Takes a little time, you just gotta work at it. I really like this pointy tool because I can get right underneath the glue and the glass. Every once in a while I'm just going to reheat it just so I can get more, but this is making, well, pretty light work. Once I break up a little bit of the glass, I use the other side and just start wiggling it under, trying to peel it up. You can see how it's even pulling up this side a little bit when I do that. Just coming up. When I first was going to start this process, I was a little nervous that this was going to take a long time, but I'm really glad that they sent these tools because it's definitely making light work. Just scraping it up. All right, so we're still rolling strong. You can see that I've gotten the majority of this off. I've noticed that, well, the glue seems to not be as willing, so I'm going to get the heat out again on the hairdryer and just get this rest of this part up. I am trying to make sure I don't get anything in the lens here. Every once in a while, I'll just pick up the phone and shake it upside down to see if any of the glass falls out, and I'll throw that away. So here I am again around another lens. So I'm just being careful the glue is pretty well melted because I just used the hair dryer, but it's coming up. Looks to be like the last pieces of the glass that are on there. And you know what? Let's zoom out to see what time it is on that. 9:01. We rocked that thing out. Now let's clean it up. So in my particular case, there's lots of this little bit of glue left over. So now I'm going through just making sure I get all that off. Otherwise, the new glue won't properly bind to it and the glass won't sit correctly. So take your time scraping all this stuff off. We've got some stubborn glue here. It's right near the lens. So I'm just, instead of trying to scrape it and getting it in the lens, I'm just using this tweezers to get it off. I'm to the point where I like what I've done with all the glue. I'm actually just going to get a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip and clean up the rest of the way. There's some disagreement whether you should use rubbing alcohol versus nothing, or baby wipes or whatnot. I just want to make sure this is a really clean surface. I'm not using a whole lot, but I want to make sure this is really cleaned off. These directions actually tell you to peel off this outer sticky piece and then hook or secure the glass to the sticky piece and then put the sticky piece on. Except I've been messing with the piece, and as I'm trying to get it off, it's all wrinkling and such. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to take the backing off of here and stick it on. And then once I get this on, I'm going to peel the sticky piece off and put the glass on. So maybe a little out of order, but I just can't get this piece of plastic off without wrinkling the tape. So here goes nothing. So this is just the glue, making sure to cover all those spaces. Bring it all the way down. All right, so now that's just the tape on there. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to have that secured down, and then I'm going to use like the tweezers here, maybe just to try to pop up this plastic piece from the lenses and then put the glass on. So I've got my glass ready, and so pretty much I'm going to take this sticky part off and flip this right on and hook it right into the bezel, and then that's it. Hold it down. Hopefully this works. So I was able to stick this in that hole there, peel this up. I'm going to peel this quick piece off there, not trying to get anything on. Flip it real fast. And line this into the bezel. I can feel that it went in all the way around. Let's push it all around, all the way in. Peel off this protective piece of plastic. And look, I think we're done. When it's all said and done, it took just over 30 minutes to remove the old broken glass, clean it up, and install the new glass. And I'm pretty impressed. In this video, we were replacing that little piece of glass that covers our cameras on the back of our Note 20 Ultra. So what did I think of the product? Well, first things first, 13 bucks or so. I love that because I was going to go out and buy a new phone, and this saved me spending maybe $1,000 just by spending 13. All in all, it was a pretty easy process, and I'm grateful that the manufacturer that I purchased it through had everything I needed, including the scraper, the tweezers, and the glue and the glass. That was really convenient. I will say one thing that frustrated me was that the glass was not attached to the adhesive strip. That was really, really frustrating because I had a hard time even just peeling the plastic off of the adhesive strip. It would have been awesome if this thing was already one piece so I could just peel it off and slap it on. Anyway, that was my review or walkthrough of replacing that little piece of glass that covers your cameras on the Note Ultra 20. If this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. So it makes no sense to replace the glass on the back of our camera and not test to see if it even worked. So here we go. We're just looking at it. We can check our camera, and we can do our video, and everything still works and looks good. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire DIY walkthrough where I replaced that little piece of glass that covers our camera on our Note 20 Ultra. You know what? Not that long ago, I actually reviewed two different screen protectors. One is the Whitestone Dome glass. I'm going to link that right up here. And the other one is the Armor Suite. And I'm going to link that one right over here. And I would love it if you would click on either of these links. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm going to join you at one of those reviews. So go ahead, click one. They're safe. I promise.